feel as though I've betrayed our Shaykh's way.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are weak creatures. Allah knows that we are weak. And what is important for us when we make mistakes is to ask Allah for forgiveness and to run to do something good. Why are we making mistakes? Why are we repeating those mistakes? It is showing then, that time, that we are not taking too much seriously what Allah has given us. Why we're not taking it too seriously? Because we're putting ourselves into a situation where we forget. We forget the ni'mat, the favor that Allah has given us. We forget the hardship that other people that they are having. We forget the wrong places we came from. And we forget what kind of cleanness, what kind of rahmat that we are getting in the company of our Shaykh. If a man finding himself that, what is it that he should do? Then he should definitely step on his ego. Man is a man. This is when you start to separate between a man and a boy. This is what you're going to start separating between a believer and an unbeliever. Because the believer is not going to say it's anyone's fault. Believer is going to blame himself. But the believer is not only going to stop to blame himself, he's going to say, now I must use the will that Allah has given me. And I must put some discipline. I must put some force to my ego. I must put my intelligence and my spirit together to team up against my ego. I must remember the wrong things that I was doing before, that with the rahmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we found our Shaykh and we've stopped doing those things. I must ask Allah for forgiveness. Then I must run. I must run to do good things. That is the way you're going to start to balance. But usually a man, once he starts removing himself from sohbat, from consultation, from jama'at, where there is jama'at that he sees face to face or 1,000 miles away, the heart connection has to be there. Once you start to cut off the heart connection, then it's very easy that time for the ego to act up, for the ego to do wrong things. Because now you feel that your Shaykh is not standing there anymore. So you are free to do it. We understand we are weak, especially if you're young. Little bit, you're running here and there, but you must grow up. You must be more responsible. You must understand that this cannot continue forever. You must change. First, make a strong intention to change. That's first, that's very important. Because so many people, they don't have good intentions. They say, inshallah, I will change. But in reality, they're saying, when I feel like it, I don't know, maybe. Inshallah has become maybe. Inshallah does not mean maybe. Inshallah means I promise to do it. And I'm asking Allah's help to give me the permission and the ease to do it as He wills. So now, the man must make a strong intention. He must go to sajda. He must beg Allah. That's the time when he's going to say, I'm weak. Ya Rabbi, I'm weak. Forgive me. Don't punish me, Ya Rabbi. Yes, there's so many now, holy days and holy nights. Jummah time. We're going to enter to the month of Rajab, Sha'ban and Ramazan. These are the times that if we are concentrating on these months, especially on these holy days and holy nights, to beg and to ask Allah for forgiveness, to make our spirit to become strong, to do more zikr of Allah, to do more tafakkur, then you're going to see the rest of your year will get easier. You may fall a little bit here and there, but because these holy days and holy nights, you're holding on to them, Allah is providing the ropes of mercy on these days. You're holding on. It will get easier. Even if you fall a little bit, you'll find it easy to climb out from that mess. You understanding? It's easier to climb out from that mess. Because these holy days and holy nights, you're holding on to them. But if you're not holding on to holy days and holy nights, then you're not going to have any rope there to hold on to. Then when you fall, it's going to be difficult. Jummah time, Thursday nights, is a holy night. That's why the nights that we make in zikr for the Ahli Tariqat is the most holy day, more holy than the two Bayrams combined together. We're going to enter into the month of Rajab, Laylatul Raghaib. We're going to enter into Laylatul Mi'raj. We're going to enter into Nisfu Shaban, Laylatul Barat. We're going to enter into Laylatul Qadr. 4 holy nights, isn't it? 4 holy nights in Islam. How many holy nights it has? 5. 5 holy nights in Islam. 4 of the holy nights is concentrating on these 3 holy months to make it easier for the believers. Allah is continually sending rahmat to this ummah, to the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, that he has never shown that much favor to the other ummahs, to the earlier ummahs. Never. Never. But he's showing to us. Are we grabbing it? Or are we being sunk into our own little problems, own little worlds, our own little orbits, our dunyas, that the dunya is giving us nothing but problems. More we're trying to escape, more we're sinking ourselves into that dunya. If you're not putting Allah and His Prophet first, if you're not putting those nights, those days, those people, those things that Allah put value on, yes, then that's the time when those things that are valuable, and you hold on. Then later, when you fall into a hole, you see one rope standing there. Oh, I did this. Ya Rabbi, shukur. Then you're going to hold on to it. You can quickly come out from it. It's very easy that time. We have one person. Years ago, we met him. One Turkish guy. We like him. He respects us. He's not a murid, but he loves Shaykh Efendi. He loves our way. Simple man. He doesn't know too much. He's not looking to know too much. He just knows these are good people. These are real people. Why I have to go and pick a fight with them, say stupid things? He likes Shaykh Efendi. He likes our way. He's doing so many foolish things. He's a young guy too. He's doing so many foolish things. He's doing this, he's doing that. Praying, not praying. But one day, there was a Mawlid. We're going to celebrate the Mawlid here in the Dergah. And he's saying, oh, you're having Mawlid? Where? In the Dergah. We say, we're going to have nice Mawlid, we're going to recite, we're going to drink sherbet, we're going to do everything. He said, oh, okay. He says, I want to go. So I'm going to come. Said, but it's going to be in the middle of the week. You have work. He says, I want to go. He's very stubborn that way. And Allah loves that stubbornness if it's in the way of haqq. Yes. Before we know it, we have the Mawlid here. And he came. We say, what happened? Because we know that one is illegal. He doesn't even have driver's license. Okay? He's illegal. He needs that job. So it's not easy in this country. This country is not treating people who are illegal like that so easily. But in so many ways, this country is better than so many other countries too in dealing with that. So anyway, this guy came. He said, you are here? Bayram, you are here? And he says, yeah, I don't care about my boss. I said, what do you mean you don't care about my boss? He told me, And this, his boss was like a secular Turkish kind. He says, if you go, I'm going to fire you. You're not going to find any work at all, anywhere here. He says, go to hell, he's saying to his boss. I want to go for Prophet's sake. He's going for the love. Now understand, he's going for love. So many, they're going to get blessings. So many, they come to get blessings. They say, oh, Sakale Sharif, I want to get blessings. That time, no Sakale Sharif, no Makale Sharif. We didn't have nothing. Okay? But we have a spirit. Now they're saying, oh, only if Sakale Sharif is there, we're all going to get the blessings. Blessings is different. Love, it is different. One is giving, the other one is taking. He wasn't there to say, oh, I'm going to go there to get blessed. He's just saying, because I love Prophet, I have to go, I have to do it. And he didn't care. He didn't care what this world was going to say. He didn't care that he was going to lose his job. He didn't care that he was illegal and he may be in trouble. He didn't care because what? He is showing himself to have passion, to have the stubbornness, to have the, how you say it? Confidence. Huh? To do something for the sake of Allah. And he says, I don't care, go to hell, he said to his boss. He came here. He celebrated the Mawlid together with us. And Shaykh Efendi wasn't even here that time. Imagine if Shaykh Efendi was here, what more was going to happen? He went back home. Not one day passed. He got a phone call from another person who owns a big company, construction. Is calling him and he says, we want to hire you immediately. Next time he came with a big Hummer. He got his job, he got more money, he fixed his papers. So many things opened up for him because he didn't come here thinking, calculating like so many Muslims are. Oh, I'm going to come because I'm in trouble. If I come, then Allah is going to do. No, he says, I don't care for. If Allah gives, Allah gives. If Allah doesn't want to give, it's up to him. He is Allah. But I'm coming here for the sake of Allah, for the sake of the Prophet. That is the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is my servant. Awliya Allah, they're saying, Ya Rabbi, this one is sincere. This one is not looking for anything. He's sincere. Then Allah is saying, ask and I will give you. Whatever you ask, oh my friend, I will give it to you. So easy then for that friend of Allah than to say, bless him, Ya Rabbi. Give him what he needs to make him better. What is he showing us? It's not because of his good deeds. It's not because of his prayer. It's not because, we're not saying now don't do those things. Of course you have to do those things. But he's not relying on them. And we should not be relying on our worship too. If we're relying on our worship, Allah is going to judge us according to our worship. We fail. Because our worship is so corrupt. So many people don't even know how to enter a toilet, let alone take a proper wudu, let alone knowing what is the farz of worship. They may talk so many things, but they don't know. We ask them, how many farz inside of worship, how many farz outside of worship? They don't know. If you don't know these basic things, then why are you being so brave to say, yes, my worship is good enough, Allah is going to judge, I'm going to take the blessings from it. And that is the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, hold on fast to the rope of Allah and do not separate. Because these ropes of Allah, this mercy, comes through His friends, comes through His prophets, comes through those nights and days and things that He holds value. Now if you give value to it, definitely Allah will bless you. It is not the place, it is the people. There are so many holy places now in Islam that the Wahhabi shaitans, they are destroying everything. And they are orchestrating behind the scenes to make more fitna here in the West, here and everywhere. And they are supporting them. And it looks as if, oh, so many things happen without our knowledge. Impossible for something that is so difficult to achieve to happen just like that. Impossible. But it is something that they are playing behind the scenes. Holy places is not because those places are holy. It's because whoever that was there made it holy. Then those shaitans that they are covering up, sealing up, putting concrete on the cave of Hira. on the cave of Thawr, that they're blowing up wells and homes and caves, and they want to blow up the whole of the Mount of Uhud. You understand? The Mount of Uhud that was shaking. You know why it was shaking? Because it loved Prophet ﷺ so much. The Prophet was climbing and he started shaking and crying and shaking from that passion. You think Mount of Uhud is something that is just without any life? So, it is because of the person that is there that gives holiness to it. Those shaitans, if they say, well, this is all shirk that people are going, then blow up Kaaba. Why not? You're all making sajda to Kaaba, to a stone, isn't it? Isn't the Kaaba a stone? And the Kaaba is a stone not even from paradise. The stone that came, the house that came from paradise was lifted during the time of Nuh alayhi salam, and that is just a stone. Stones that Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail, they built, that Yazid came and he destroyed. That so many others, they came and they destroyed. And Allahu Alam, if this Kaaba that we have right now, it is the one, or that came from Ibrahim alayhi salam, or it is something that the Wahhabi shaitans have destroyed long time ago and they've rebuilt. And this is one of the signs of the last days, the Kaaba is going to be destroyed. So, the holiness comes from the person. So as much as you are making connection to that person, then the mistakes that you are doing, the darkness that you are falling under, the hole that you have sunk into, very easy than that time for that one to pull you out. But you have to offer your hand. You have to take one step. Don't stay away from your zikr. Don't stay away from your connection to Shaykh Efendi and to us. That time when you start holding on, shaitan will start to lose his grip on you. Your intention must be clean, it must be pure. Allah loves the servant who says and admits that he is weak. Once you admit that and you believe in that, then the himmat will come. Understand himmat? Yes, the support is going to come, inshallah. We pray for you. Not to worry too much. Make your intention good, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.